All right. Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's webinar. My name's Benjamin Notini. I'm one of the co-founders of Xtrends. And tonight I'm going to be talking to you about the Xtrends platform. I'm going to share with you how we are revolutionizing the cryptocurrency industry, primarily the small market cap space and tokenization itself. I'm going to tell you tonight about the opportunity that is available, but is extremely limited, and that is available to each and every single one of you. I'm going to show you how you can become a partner with us in this time frame, and how at the end of this month, that opportunity is no longer going to exist. Okay. So again, understand that Xtrends is not an affiliate marketing company. It's not some kind of MLM opportunity. This is a cryptocurrency platform that has a very short window and a very short ability for people to be able to become what I view as more of like a partner, or almost like an early investor, somebody who can get actual profit share of the platform, and benefit in many, many ways. And actually, what that looks like is earning um, passive income on a daily basis from the success of the Xtrends platform. So look, I want to make this make sense for you guys. I know that we have all different types of people on the call. We probably have people who are very experienced in cryptocurrency. And then, of course, we probably have people who are not in the cryptocurrency space at all. They just came onto the call because someone said, hey, you got to check this out. Okay. So I'm going to speak to all the spectrums of people. I'm going to make sure that if you don't know anything about cryptocurrency, you at least still understand what we're doing here with Xtrends and how it works. So for me to get started, I want to share with you guys a platform that already exists in the crypto market today. Sometimes when we talk about what we're doing, it's very easy to kind of start by talking about what already exists, in the industry right now. So I'm going to show you a platform really quickly, okay? This platform right here is called Pump.Fun, okay? This is a very popular platform in the cryptocurrency world. All of this platform is, it's a platform where anyone can come on to Pump.Fun, and by clicking just a couple of buttons, they can launch their very own small market cap coin. Okay, some people call these meme coins. They actually can be utility tokens. They can be fan tokens. There's a lot of different opportunities here, but this platform was launched a little bit over a year ago. Okay, now this is what I want you guys to see, in addition to Pump.Fun, because although this is, it kind of looks silly, there's a whole lot of things going on here. It Even though this is a silly looking platform to maybe people who have no idea about cryptocurrency, I want to go to CoinMarketCap. Look, this is coinmarketcap.com. Currently, Pump.Fun, their token Pump, is number 59 on coinmarketcap.com. That means they are the 59th largest cryptocurrency by market cap in the entire world. Okay? They have a value, their token has a value of $1.25 billion. Not million, billion. $1.25 billion. Okay? And their token actually launched this year. It launched in July. If we go back, let's look at the exact date. It launched on July 12th of 2025. Now, I'm going to come back to this and talk about this a little bit more, because as you can see, it's actually down from where the price it launched at, because the token actually launched at nearly a $2 billion market cap. Okay. How is that even possible? How does a token launch at a $2 billion market cap? Well, I'm going to explain that more in depth throughout this call. Now, I'm going to stop sharing my screen for just a moment because, again, I don't view Xtrends as a competitor to Pump.Fun. What I see Xtrends is, it is a major solution to Pump.Fun. Because let me give you just a little bit of my background. I'm not here to talk about myself, but it's important that you understand my perspective and where I'm coming from when I talk about this. I've been involved in the cryptocurrency industry for nearly 10 years. Okay. Almost 10 years I've been in blockchain tech, and I have been looking at different financial opportunities, different investment opportunities inside of this space. And in the last 6 years, I have been a part of over 100 projects in the small market cap space, token launches, either as a project lead, as a marketing arm, or an advisor to the project. I have been a part of over 100 projects. And so my perspective when I talk about this comes from a place of experience. It comes from a place of understanding. So I don't like to be like, oh, I'm the authority. I'm the guy who knows everything. However, in this one particular thing, I just have way more experience than 99.9% of the rest of the people in the industry. So I have a very good perspective. Okay, that's it. So listen, what I'm about to show you with Xtrends is a brand new platform. The platform is going to be launching this December. And it's actually already built. It's already built. It's already ready to go. Now, what I'm going to share with you is just three things. One of them is kind of technical, so I got to explain it a little bit for my non-techie people. And then the other two are things that I think everybody can understand a little bit more. But really, what's so cool about this is that we really are changing the entire game when it comes to the small market cap industry. Now, I'm actually going to share my screen with you guys again, and I'm going to show you the Xtrends platform itself. Now, again, this is just a demo. This isn't even the test net, but I want you to understand Xtrends. Boom. So this is the Xtrends platform. Like I said, guys, it's just a demo, but understand testnet's already up. We already have this thing rocking and rolling. This platform will be launching again in December of 2025. So literally just next month, this is going live for the whole world. And the reason why this opportunity is so viable is because once this moment in time passes, the people who get involved with us now will never have nobody else will ever have the opportunity to get involved with us again. Okay? So what I'm going to show you guys again is a revolutionary concept. So there are three major things that distinguish us from Pump Fun, from Bonk, from Virtuals, from these other token launching platforms. And there is actually an incredible team behind this with insane experience. I'm just one of the three co-founders. I'm going to share with you guys a little bit about my other partners and what they've done in the past, in the recent past as well. And when you understand where this comes from, you're going to be blown away. So before I dive deep into Xtrends, I'm going to take one step back and I'm going to talk about my two business partners for just a moment. Because my two business partners, they launched a platform earlier this year in March called Political Pump. This is actually it right here. The platform is still live, politicalpump.com. Anybody can go and look and see what it's all about. Now, this was like a platform that hosted fair launches, which means when the token launched, nobody had supply of it. Everyone could buy it at the same time. Now, one thing that was really different about this platform is it wasn't one of those free-for-alls where anybody could come and launch. only the people only the people who controlled the platform could launch the token, and they launched one token every single week at the same time, and all the tokens were based around a political leader. Donald Trump, Vladimir Putin, Xi Jinping, Nayib Bukele, different presidents from all over the world. Now, here's what I want you to understand about this platform. In just 3 months, maybe about 3.5 months, this platform did almost $140 million in swap volume. Now, why is this big? Because this platform made a 1% fee on all swaps. So in a very short time frame, they made $1.4 million in swap fees. $1.4 million. So that's pretty great. But here's the thing. They did 22 launches back to back to back to back to back to back. So if you launch 22 tokens, 22 weeks in a row, bop, 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 don't you think that you kind of see all of the problems that exist in the space? That's exactly what happened with my two business partners. So they saw all of the problems that existed and they said, let's go back to the drawing board, okay? And let's create a solution to all of the problems. And that's where Xtrends was born from. Now, listen, the reason why I'm so excited, the reason why I am so in on this and I'm sharing it with everybody is because I've seen it all in this space. And the opportunity I'm going to talk to you about tonight is not for some token. It's not for some ability to buy in early. And maybe if you sell at the right time, you're going to make money. No. When this platform launches, the people who get involved with us right now in the current opportunity that exists, those people will be able to earn profit share of the platform. What does that mean? That means whether they buy tokens, sell tokens, trade tokens, every single day as the platform grows in trading volume and in hashtag registrations, people on the platform, people who get involved with us now, are going to be earning from the fees that are generated. That's a game changer. This is something that nothing like this has existed in the space before, and people are fired up for it. Okay. And it's limited. See, this is one of the things that's so cool is it's limited. See, sometimes you see opportunities and it's like an NFT or a token and there's unlimited amounts of it and you can just keep selling it all you want. Not here, baby. Once it's full, it's donezo. Okay. So again, there's three things that are major differences between us and everything that already exists. We're actually doing something that has never been done before in the history of small market cap coins. And so I'm going to elaborate a little bit more. So stay with me. I'm glad you haven't jumped off just yet, right? I haven't said anything too technical, but we're going to get into it. Okay. The first thing I'm going to talk about is it's pretty technical, okay? So I'm going to dumb it down so that everybody can understand. Now listen, when somebody launches a token on pump.fun, there is a process for that launch. What happens is the token becomes tradable. People can swap it, but only on pump.fun and only on the pump.fun swap. Okay. So what that means is it's only on that space. It's not yet out to the rest of the crypto world. Now, when you first launch, they have a process. It's called pre-bonding. And I'm sure I already lost a couple of people. Come back. Come back. I know you've never heard of pre-bonding before, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to slap you a couple times. Forget it, I even said it, okay? Pre-bonding. I said it again. I'm sorry. What this process means, it's just a fancy word for, hey, you got to show us that your token can build a little bit of momentum before we're going to put your token out to the rest of the world. Before we put your token on the bigger swaps, Radium
and Jupiter. Okay, Radium and Jupiter, these are the big swaps on Solana. If your swap pool is on Radium and Jupiter, you are everywhere and anywhere, okay? So that's it. But you have to go through the pre-bonding phase. So I like to show more than I like to tell. So I probably should have been a little bit more prepared, but let me go back to Pumped Up Fun. Let's go look at some of these projects. Now, look, okay, we got a couple of projects right here. Now, this, okay, Santa Inu. Santa Inu has achieved a $108 million market cap. That means that Santa Inu has achieved the they've gone through the pre-bonding phase and the token graduated. Now let me talk about that a little bit more. Stay with me. Stay with me. So let's look at one that hasn't graduated. ZKTel. I have no idea what this even is, okay? But I'm going to click it. I'm going to click it. Now, if I come here, the token launched, each one of these little candles is now 5 minutes, okay? Right now, this token is only at a 27.2K market cap. Now, don't go buy this. I'm not telling you to buy this token. I'm just giving you an example, okay? So right now, this token has not yet pre-bonded, or I mean, it's still in the pre-bonding phase. Now let's go back. Let's go back, and let's find that other coin. Right? Where's that Santa Inu? Huh? Where are you at? Where'd you go? Oh man, it's gone. Let me find another one. Oh, there it is, Santa Inu. Okay. Now Santa Inu has hit 100,000 K in market cap, which means it went through the pre-bonding phase and now it's on these other swaps that's available everywhere. Now listen, this is what I'm going to talk about. This is what I'm getting at. When you graduate, there's something that Pump Fund does. They make your swaps on these pools. But this is something they do that most people don't know about. When they're making these pools, they take nine Solana out of your liquidity pool. Now, for those of you who don't know what a liquidity pool is, it's basically just a pool of money where all of the money in the project is sitting. Now, listen, 9 Solana at 100K market cap is somewhere between like 15 and 20% of your entire liquidity pool. So, what I'm saying is, right as you start getting a little bit of momentum, right as you start building up, the platform is taking 20% of the money out of your project and putting it in their back pocket. And they're saying, hey, thank you so much. Have a nice day. And here's the thing, most of these projects, when they graduate, they only live for like 2, 3, maybe 5 minutes at the max afterwards. It's typically like 2 or 3 minutes. And people are always like, man, why do these things die so fast? Well, guess what? Small market cap coins are already incredibly hard. But imagine the platform you're utilizing once they put you into the bigger swaps. Now you're to the whole world. But because for this process, they take almost 20% of your money and they just take it from you and they put it in their back pocket. Alas, finalized. It's not cool. With Xtrends, there is no pre-bonding. There's no first launch and then second launch. We build your swaps on Radium and Jupiter from the very first second. And we don't grift your project. We don't take money out of your liquidity pool right as you're starting to get a little bit of momentum. Okay. That's as technical as we're going to talk to today. Okay. I know there's at least one person on here who's like, Ben, you lost me. But I know that most of you guys get it and most of you girls get it, guys and gals. All right. All right. So let's go back to the second thing. Number two, what makes us different from everything else in the marketplace? When people launch on Xtrends, their token is a true one of one. How? I'm going to explain that right now. The first thing somebody does when they come onto xtrends.fun They register a hashtag like this: hashtag Bitcoin, hashtag SmackDown, hashtag TGS 2025. They register a hashtag. And when you register a hashtag, it's like buying a website domain. You own that domain and nobody else can own it. So there's three unique identifiers that make our projects one of ones. And I'm going to explain why this is revolutionary in the third point. But I need you to understand the concept, because if you can understand the concept, then you can understand in the third point why this is going to change everything in cryptocurrency today. Okay. So the first uniqueness is that the name of every project is unique. If I come onto the platform and I register hashtag Bitcoin, nobody else can register that hashtag. Now, when I register a hashtag, I have the ability to launch a token by just clicking a couple of buttons, like doot, 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 very simple. The platform launches a token for me, and the name of my token is now hashtag whatever I registered, hashtag artificial intelligence, hashtag bullish, hashtag Ethereum, hashtag FIFA World Cup. And it's a one of one, completely unique. Now, also, at the end of all of our contract addresses, there's four distinct letters. X fun. X fun. So let me go back to pump just for a second. At the end of every contract address on pump.fun, it says PUMP, pump. So that's how you know this was a project that came from pump.fun. So everybody will see X fun at the end of an Xtrends token. Now here's the third unique identifier, absolute game changer. Every single ticker is unique. What is the ticker? Okay. You guys know Bitcoin. People call it BTC. BTC is the ticker for Bitcoin. Ethereum is ETH. Ripple is XRP. Okay. So the ticker is a unique identifier as well. Every ticker can have up to 8 characters. The first character is X. The next 6 characters are 0 and then the number 1. That's for the first hashtag registered. Every hashtag F after that goes up in numerical order. So every single hashtag that's registered, it's a one of one name, and the ticker is a one of one ticker because every time one registers on the platform, the number increases, okay? All the way eventually, once we're at like a million, it'll be, X1000000. Boom, X1 million, okay? Now, that's exciting stuff. There's a uniqueness to this. Now, why is this such a big deal? Listen, I'm gonna go into the third point. I'm gonna explain the third point, and after I explain the third point, I'm gonna revert back to the second point a little bit, okay? But you need to understand the concept of everything is unique, one of one. Now, listen, it's not an NFT, but you guys remember how NFTs used to work? It was like a one of one. It's unique in itself. There's no other one like it. Some NFT programs actually still exist today. NFTs are a technology that have their place in the space, but of course, NFTs have a very bad connotation because people just got really fugazi with it back in 2021. So a lot of people have a bad taste in their mouth. So listen, let me explain the third point. This is the ultimate game changer. The third point is in our launch process and in our royalty structure. Because remember, guys, the big money in all business is in the picks and the shovels. What do I mean by that? Let me go back a little bit. I'm an American. I'm from the US. In the US, couple hundred years ago, there was something called the gold rush. Remember, everybody who came to the US, they settled on the eastern side of the country. And then what happened is one day people realized that in California, on the other side of the country, there was this thing called gold. It was in the grounds, and you could go to California and try to find gold. And a lot of people did that. Some people made a lot of money, most people didn't. But there was one person, one group of people who made the most money. Okay. Those were the people who sold the picks and the shovels. Because if you're going to look for the gold, you need the picks and the shovels. So the guy who's selling the picks and the shovels is always winning. Similar to the political pump platform that I showed you earlier. You know, some people traded those coins. Some people made money, some people lost money. But every single time somebody bought and every single time somebody sold, the platform made money. So understand that. So let's go into the third point here. This structure, this is based around the launching of the token itself. And my business partners designed this so that they could fix what's called the sniping problem. See, there's very intelligent people in the cryptocurrency space, and they use things called sniping bots. And these bots, they buy your project the very moment it goes live. They put a couple of dollars in at a very low market cap. The price goes up and then they sell. And these people, because they know how to automate softwares and they're computer geniuses, they make a lot of money doing nothing. Well, we solved that problem, baby. First ones to do it. And we're changing the game. So look, there's something that my business partners designed, and this is it. All right. It's called the dynamic fee system. Fair launches, fair trades. Look at this. In the first minute of when a project launches, there's a 50% buy fee. 50% buy fee. That 50% fee goes directly to the creator of the token. Now, you might say to yourself, well, why would somebody buy a token and pay 50% fees? It's actually very simple. In the small market cap world, if you get in underneath a 50K market cap and the project goes to just 1 million market cap, these are very small numbers. Even if you take a 50% fee, that's still a 10x on your initial purchase. It's a 10x on your initial purchase. Now, if somebody's like a big celebrity, an athlete, a big KOL, an influencer, maybe they have a big community, they can launch the token as a fair launch, and people will say, you know what? I'm going to take this 50% fee because this person, this team, this individual, whatever they're doing is going to be big. This is going to be a multi-million dollar market cap project, maybe 10, 20, $30 million market cap. So would I pay a 50% fee to potentially get a 20, 30, 40, 50% X return on my initial purchase? Heck yeah, I would. I'd do it every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Now look, every single minute, that fee goes down by 5%. 5%, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. And then in the last minute, after 10 minutes, there's a 1% swap fee. Now, the 1% swap fee is standard across the entire industry. Now, this is how we're changing the game again. We give 90% of this swap fee, 90%, zero point 0.9, to the creator of the token. So that means every time somebody buys and every time somebody sells your token, you're making 90% of the swap fee. Absolute game changer. Now, what I want you guys to remember Or let me talk to this point just a little bit. Because there's one major problem that a lot of people are very familiar with in the network mark, or I mean, sorry, in the token launching world. There's a major problem that people are familiar with, and that is celebrities or high influential people launching tokens, and those tokens go really high and then they collapse because the only way that the KOL, the influencer, the athlete can make money is if they sell the token. Mm, not here, baby. Not with Xtrends. We're changing the game, changing everything. So check it out. What does the launch process look like, start to finish? The first thing you have to do is you have to register a hashtag. Now, it costs 1 Solana to register the hashtag. And that's like buying a domain, okay? Like a website domain. And once you have that hashtag, boom, you have it. Nobody else can. Hashtag artificial intelligence, hashtag FIFA, hashtag NBA, hashtag Lakers, Celtics, hashtag Cristiano Ronaldo, whatever it may be, right? You register that hashtag for 1 Solana, you own it. Now, when you want to launch the token, you have to put 1 Solana into the initial liquidity pool, minimum. Some people will want to put much more. They want to have a much higher liquidity pool. So they're going to put maybe more. So, but it's a minimum of 2 Solana to launch on the platform. Now, some people say, Ben, that's an expensive launch because these other platforms let you launch for free. That's not true. When you launch on pump.fun, you still have to buy your token supply. You have to buy the token supply. On Xtrends, our creators get 5% of the token supply without having to purchase it. They get that automatically when they launch the token. Now, look, if I'm a big athlete, I'm a big celebrity, here's what I can do. I can register a hashtag, okay? And I can go to the platform and say, I'm going to launch my hashtag in 72 hours. Now, for the next 72 hours, I can go to all my social medias. I can go to all my friends, my family. I can go all over the world and I say, guys, I'm launching this token on Xtrends. Here's the name of the project and it's coming soon. And also, what's great is on the platform, I haven't even gone through the platform too much, there's a whole page for launching soon. So people will see the tokens that are going to be launching and coming next. So there's no confusion as to where to buy and what to buy. And that's really big because in the token launching space, people never want to promote their launches because they know that the snipers are going to come. They know that the scammers are going to come. They're going to launch identical projects alongside the other project at the exact same time, trying to confuse the traders. All of that gone out the window, baby. Xtrends has changed it forever. Okay. So, again, this is amazing. And bear with me because in about 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to explain to you why this matters to you and why it only matters right now. And why a month from now, the opportunity I'm telling you about today will never be available again. Okay? So that celebrity, they can say, I'm going to launch in 72 hours. If that person does about $1 million in trade volume in that first 10 minutes, the swap fee, 50%, 45, blah, 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 they can make somewhere between 50 to even 250 or even more. $250,000 in swap fees in 10 minutes without selling a token and without taking any money out of the liquidity pool. This actually makes it so the chart can stay healthy, look beautiful, and not collapse. Now, here's a whole other aspect. I'm boom, boom. I could do this for 3 hours, guys. You know, if you allowed me, I won't. But I could because it just keeps getting better and better and better. Okay. These on our platform. Now imagine if you're a big celebrity. Maybe you don't want to launch just a meme coin. Maybe you want to launch what we call a fan token. And I got a one of our business partners. He's a good friend. He's actually connected with so many major celebrities like Shaquille O'Neal, Allen Iverson, Shannon Sharp. These are major sports figures in the United States. And he's gonna bring this to his network because he's so excited because he said, "Man, I can have them launch tokens." And I said, "Yeah, but look, what if, right? You're Allen Iverson and you launch a token like this and you tell people, hey, the top 10, maybe the top 50 people holding my token, if you hold my token, you can FaceTime me once a year. But it's not just enough to hold the token, you have to actually lock the supply as well. You have to lock the supply as well. The top 10 holders, the top 10 holders of the token, you get to play a pickup game once a year with Allen Iverson. But it's not just enough to hold the token. You have to also lock the supply for at least 12 months. Now what you're creating is you're bringing people who have never wanted to be in crypto before. And they say, "You know what? I want to buy this token not because I want to trade it and make money, but because I want to get access to my hero. I want to get access to the celebrity that I know." So guys, changing the entire game. Now, listen, I'm going to share one more thing because this is badass. Because each token is a one of one, it's unique. And also because there's the royalty aspect of the token, it's actually an asset. It's something that can produce cash flow on a daily basis or Solana flow, crypto flow, right? Daily crypto flow. So you can actually trade the hashtags. You could buy it. You could be the first one to buy it from the platform. Every hashtag is in the starting price is 1 Solana. But you can buy it and you can relist it for 2 Solana, for 3 Solana, for 5 Solana, for 20 billion Solana. You can buy it and resell it. So you don't even have to launch tokens to be able to come on this platform and mess around and make a little bit of money. Maybe you just get hashtag artificial intelligence, hashtag iPhone, hashtag Apple, hashtag bull, right? It's my quant right there, bro. This guy is super bullish, right? Hashtag tissues, hashtag table, whatever it is. And you can actually resell that to somebody else who wants the hashtag and they actually want to launch the coin around it. Now one other thing I want to explain to you guys, and then I'm going to talk about the opportunity right now. On our homepage, this is going to be API'd with everything that's trending on X. So these hashtags are going to be circulating and changing because every day something different is going viral. Every day something different is trending. And people launch tokens primarily around what's trending online. You know, when the World Series was in the baseball World Series was playing, there were World Series tokens. There were Blue Jays tokens. There were LA Dodger tokens, you know, because those things are trending. And so people are trying to take advantage of that influence. So as this is constantly changing, constantly shifting, three things. If somebody already owns it and it's a trading coin, you can click this button. You can come and trade it, swap it, all that good stuff. If nobody owns it yet, you can buy it, click a couple of buttons, and you can buy the hashtag for 1 Solana. Or if somebody bought it, but they haven't launched it, you can make an offer. You own this hashtag, I will give you 300 billion Solana for it. Okay. And then you can make the offer and you can buy that hashtag from another person. So this is, guys, this is a game changer. Absolute game changer. So what's in it for you? Why should you care? And what is the opportunity that is so limited that I've been talking about? Okay. We are taking 25% of the profit share of the platform and 25% of the token supply of the platform, right? Like understand there's going to be a lot of tokens launched on the platform, but the platform itself also has a governor token. Just like Pump.Fun has Pump, Xtrends will have Trend. That is our governor token. And just like, Pump.Fun launched their token at a $2 billion market cap, we might be able to launch ours pretty decent as well, right? So understand, I'm getting there. I'm breaking it all down. There's an opportunity for you to get involved in this pre-sale of the token and not just get the token. It's not that. You're getting lifelong profit share with the platform as well. Let me explain how that works. Whoever invited you onto this call, they can provide you a link. That link is going to connect you to this page, and you can join the private sale. Okay. Now, when you join the private sale, this is xtrends.biz. You can come here and you can purchase a certain amount of token supply. The lowest entry is $400. The highest entry is 200,000. I had somebody the other day, they said, "Oh, I wanted to get 20,000." I said, "That's fine. You can just buy 10,000 twice." So, that's the same thing. Now, obviously, there's 25,000 tokens available because our governor token has a max supply of 100,000 tokens. So there's 25,000 tokens available in total, and there is profit share available as well. So if you were to come in for $10,000, you get 50 trend token because the token right now, how it's valued today at a $20 million market cap. And I'm going to explain to you because the evaluation is going to go up very soon. It's going to go up very soon. I'm going to explain that and why. But right now, $10,000 gets you 50 trend token. The price we're selling the token at is at a $20 million market cap, and that's $200 per token. So 20 times 50, 200 times 50 is 10,000. So you get $10,000 worth of the token at a $20 million market cap. Now here's the big thing. You get 0.05% profit share of the platform. So look, I don't like to speculate things. I like to talk in absolutes. Every time a hashtag is registered on the platform makes 0.5 Solana in profit. When we register 1 million hashtags, we don't need 1 million users and we don't need to launch 1 million tokens, because what people will understand is that, man, these things are valuable and have a resale value. I want to buy 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. One user might want to buy 100 hashtags, 1 Solana a piece. So once we register 1 million hashtags, that's 500,000 Solana in platform profits. 0.05% of that. No, okay. The average price of Solana is $200. The whole market's down a little bit right now, but the average price of Solana is $200. 500,000 times 200, or 500,000 Solana times 200 is $100 million in platform profits. 0.05% of that, 0.05% of that is $50,000. So you got your initial back, but you also got 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times your initial back. And by the way, the rev share doesn't stop at 1 million hashtags being registered. Oh, and mind you, you got all of this without selling a single one of your tokens. You didn't have to sell the token to make money. You're making money every single day from the first day we go live. The first day we go live, you're making money. It's a game changer. Now, I like to talk about the absolutes, not speculation, but let me speculate on the token just a little bit. We are launching the platform and the product first, not the token. This is what Pump Fund did. Now, guys, If we go back to Pump Fund, right now it's at a $1.2 billion market cap, but it launched at nearly a $2 billion market cap, a lot higher. This raise right now is at 20 million market cap. If we do, if we do 25% of what I think we will do the token generation event in May or April, May, or June, because we're going to launch the product and the platform first. And this is very uncommon for crypto, right? Most of the time, people raise a bunch of money, launch a token, and they're like, hey, we're going to build this thing down the road. Nope. Platform built, baby. We're bringing that to the market first. We're doing it reverse, the right way. We're going to build the users, the volume, the proof of concept. And this whole time, the evaluation of our platform and our token is going to go up. So if we do 25% of what I think we will do, we will launch the token around a $200 million market cap. So the token that you're getting today for $200 is going to be 10x in that scenario, $2,000. And you can sell it day one of the token generation event, and you're still earning profit share every single day. Never before has something been so generous and so incredible in the cryptocurrency space. This place is full of bad actors and a whole lot of grifters, man. And we're changing the narrative. We're flipping the script. We're giving people real value. Boom. Now listen, you got to act quick, because here's why. Here's why. Right now, there's a total of 25,000 tokens for sale. 689 tokens have been sold. Right now, the evaluation is $20 million. Once the 1,000 tokens is sold, the first 1,000 tokens are sold, the evaluation goes from 20 million market cap to 22 million market cap. So one token will not cost $200. One token will cost $220. And once the next 1,000 tokens are sold, the evaluation will go up again. Because we've actually truly, we're obviously showing proof of concept and demand every time we sell another 1,000 tokens. And guys, let me tell you something. Myself, my partners, some of our advisors, they're working around the clock talking to big VC capital and working on people bringing in 250, 500,000, $1 million tickets into this pre-raise. So what happens when somebody comes in, punches a ticket for $400,000? Well, right now that would be 200,000 tokens sold. Evaluation's going up. The same amount of revenue share that you get for $10,000 today costs $12,000 once we get to 1,000 tokens sold. And again, this platform, the Xtrends.biz is what you're looking at right here. This will always exist, but it will only be relevant for those who get in on the pre-sale and the initial raise. You'll be able to see your vesting. Let me explain the vesting. It's 12 months, but you get 1/12, 8.33% of your tokens released every single month. That starts at the end of the raise, not at the launch of the token. So starting in December, you'll get 8.33%. Then January, 8.33%, right in your wallet. February, March, April, let's say we launch in May. You should have 5 or 6 months of token supply, like, 45, 50% of your supply in your wallet. And you can sell that token on day one. And you can track everything right here. How many tokens you bought, your locked, your next unlocked, the Xtrends released. But you can also come here and look at the revenue. How many trends have been launched? How much Solana has the platform earned? what is your piece of the pie? You know, if you come here and you do 400, your piece of the pie is 0.002%. If you do 2,400, 0.012. If you do 5,000, 0.025. If you do 10,000, 0.05. If you do 200,000, you're a really smart person because you have 1% of all profit share and 1% of token supply. This is next level game changing stuff on a whole other level. Oh, sorry, I had somebody try to call me. I actually have another call in 3 minutes, so I got to make this quick. So here's the deal. Once you do at least $400, once you do at least $400 is the minimum. This little button here becomes active. And what you get is you get your very own personal invite link and a referral code. If you share this with somebody, they see the value. You can, this recording, you can send it to them. You say, watch this 1 hour recording. It's going to change your life. You send this to them. They say, man, I want in. I want in on Xtrends. They put $10,000 in. You get $1,000, 10% in Solana instantly paid out to your wallet. We never take custody of those funds because that's what DeFi is. We got a smart contract, baby, that boop pays it right out to you. You get somebody to put in $100,000, you just made $10,000 like that. But here's what's incredible, guys. You're not just making money, you're actually providing real freaking value, life-changing value to the people who are getting involved. And I'm going to tell you right now, I have a say. Some money is too expensive. You can make money, but what good is that money if it costs you more of your time, energy, and attention on the back end? It's no good. It's no good. This is a great way to earn from the referral side. It's just one level, 10%. And after this raise is done, it's gone forever. Okay? Not going to exist anymore. This is not affiliate marketing. It's just for you to be able to make a little bit of money by sharing it with your friends, your family, your business associates, all of that. But once it's done, it's done. It's gonzo and it's limited. So thank you all so much. This call was basically 1 hour on the dot, I think 55 minutes. I'm not going to take questions only because I have to do another call right now. And just understand, I'm about to do a call with a multi-8-figure network marketing earner. There's only like 300 tokens available until the evaluation goes up. So if you wait around, you're going to miss out. No big deal. You could still get in. You could still get in just at a $22 million market cap. And remember, in my scenario, if we do 25% of what I think we will do, our token generation event, our TGE, should be at somewhere around 200 million or even more market capitalization. I hope you all enjoyed this webinar. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. If you want to get into the pre-sale, get back with the person who sent you this webinar. Get back with the person who sent you this recording and get their invite code and get signed up today, baby. My name's Benjamin Notini. I am a proud co-founder of Xtrends. Bye for now.